Hey guys, it's DJ Flowtunes, and thank you all again for tuning into my channel. Today, we have a product spotlight. Our good friends at Xvive brought us a package. They want us to unbox it, review it, and most importantly, they want us to tell you guys what we think about it. Because they know I give honest opinions and honest reviews about the products that I use and products that I review. And if I like it, I actually incorporate them into my production for my events and for my gigs. Without further ado, let's get cracking. Let's start unboxing. I haven't opened it at all, so we're going to look at it together and see what's in the box. Okay, so ta-da! Let's put the box away. This is what we have here. We have the new U35 microphone wireless system. It's very nice. So let's open the box. Let's see how the packaging is and what's in the box. Okay. Sam's the box now. We have a warranty card with a 1-year warranty by Xvive. We have a small booklet that shows a lot of the products that Xvive makes. There are many products that Xvive makes, so it's just a booklet that has everything in it. We have the manual for the device itself, for the U35 itself. This is the manual. It has a few pages in it, but that's it over there. We have the silica gel pack. Throw it away. Don't eat it. Don't be stupid. And then we have the charging cable. It comes with a USB Type-C charger, which is very nice because USB Type-C is what many devices are using today. So it makes it very easy and very convenient for you to grab a hold of a USB Type-C cable. And this is a USB Type-C cable double head combo. So it means you can use this to charge both the transmitter and the receiver at the same time, which is very nice. It reduces the number of cables you have to use to charge both of them. And then, of course, you have a carrying pouch, which is real cool because you can put the devices in here. It has drawstrings and you're good to go. I really like that. They thought about it really well. And then, of course, you have the devices themselves. This is it over here. You have the transmitter. You have the receiver. Very nice. Very good. And then if you look, that is the USB Type-C port for both of them. And you can charge them simultaneously together with the cable that was provided. Now, if you look at the receiver, you see a toggle switch for the power. So you power it on, and that's that. And then you can see the selector button for the channels. The same thing on the transmitter as well, but the transmitter has a second one. So you have the power button for the transmitter, the power switch for the transmitter. You also have another switch that will let you choose between a mic or a line signal. And then, of course, you have the channel selector as well. The beauty about the U35 is it runs on 5.8 gigahertz, which is very good because this is a less crowded frequency spectrum, and it helps you, run your devices wirelessly with little interference on it. And that makes a lot of sense. That was a big advantage. That's a big advantage that the U35 has over the U3. Let me show you guys what the U3 looks like so you have a good idea of what it is. So this is the U3. I will show you guys a good comparison between the U3 and the U35. This is the U35 here. This is the U3. The U3 uses a micro USB cable and a micro USB port. The U35 uses a USB Type-C. The U35 has this red tip around it just to let you know if you're from someone like me that has the U3, so you don't mix them up, which is very helpful. It's a quick identifier so that you can know. The U3 uses a 2.4 gigahertz frequency, and that one is really, really crowded. There are many things that use the 2.4 gigahertz, different routers, different things. Many devices use it. So this was prone to a good number, a lot of interference from different devices. However, because of the 5.8 that this uses, you'll be better off with less interference on this one. And that makes it really, really helpful. And this makes it a good plan for people to get. So we'll continue with the review, and then I can talk this away. So another thing to bring up to you guys' attention is you can use one transmitter to connect to 2 or more receivers. So if you have a good number of devices that you want to send audio signal to wirelessly, one transmitter can work for 2 or more receivers. All you just have to do is make sure you put the receiver channel on a specific one, and then put the transmitter on the same channel as well. And then the transmitter will then transmit signal to the receiver, which makes a lot of sense. So, but I don't know how this is going to work, because usually Xvive sells them as pairs like this. But just so that you guys know, you can use one transmitter for 2 or more receivers. And then when you do want to actually use it, it is best for you to do a signal search, a channel sweep, so that you know the right channel to put it on. What Xvive recommends is switch on the receiver first, make sure the transmitter is off, and then you press the channel selector for 3 seconds, and it goes into search mode. And then once it finds the right channel it wants without less interference, it stays on that channel. You can see it's still searching for a right channel with less interference in it. It has found one, so we're going to stick to channel 1. Now that it's on channel 1, what you do then is you switch on the transmitter, and then you put the transmitter on channel 1 as well. And then once you have done that, it's complete, you're ready to go. It's always best you do that so that you make sure that the channel you use the devices on has little to no interference in it. And that's why the channel sweep is very important. You do that first on the receiver while the transmitter is off. And then once it has found the channel it wants, you switch on the transmitter and you put the transmitter on that same channel so they can work together flawlessly. Another thing that I did find out from reading the manual is Xvive does not recommend you using the devices while they are charging. They claim it will affect the battery life on the long run. So it's advisable not to use it while charging. Can you do it? Definitely you can. However, according to the manual, it's advisable you do not use the devices while they are in the charging port. That's just what I read in the manual. So this is what it is. This is what it looks like. Right now, let's go test it on my speakers, on my controller, to see how well it transmits audio signal from music and things like that. And then we'll try the microphone test as well. But remember, if you're going to do that, or you're going to send any audio signal through the transmitter, you have to remember to determine whether it's going to be a microphone or a line level source. And in my case, it's going to be a line level source. What I'm going to do, I'm going to toggle this. It's on the line level source, and I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, well, I don't have to do the same thing. It's power board, but I'm going to have to do this on this, and that's what I've done. So this is the receiver connected to the speaker, and you can see there's a green light over here. Now, what that green light just signifies is that the receiver is connected to the transmitter and is able to transmit signal, audio signal. So we're going to try it out now and see how well the transmission goes. This is an incredible have this connected to my Shure dynamic microphone. This is the Shure microphone, as you guys can see, and it's connected. This is it connected over here. We're outside my house right now, so it looks like this. So we're going to give it a good test. We'll keep talking till we can see when we lose signal. Let's try it out now, guys, and let's see what's going on. I'm going to go as far as maybe like 100, maybe 150 feet, and then we'll see when the signal starts to fail. Okay, guys, we're going to start it now, and then we'll start the walk. I'm going to disconnect the microphone that I'm using with this particular recording, and then so that it doesn't interfere, but we'll see what goes on the other side. Let's try it out now, guys. As you guys can hear, it is still sounding. We can hear it clear. So let's go. Let's go. We're going. We're still going. I'm going to go as far as possible. And I'm going to use my other phone to record. And then let's see what happens. I'm still going quite far. I'm going to spin the camera right now to see where we are. So this is how far we're still going. We're still going quite far. Xvive says, if you find a good line of sight. So let's keep at it. Hopefully we'll be able to get a good line of sight. Okay. We're still going. We're still going. I can still hear it from here though. So we're still moving. I can still hear it. Yep, we're still going. I can still hear it. I can still hear it. Yep, we're still going. I can still hear it. We're still going. I can still hear it. Yep, we're still going. And I can still hear it. We're still going. And I can still hear it. There's a car passing, so forgive me for the noise of the car. Yep. We're still going, and I can still hear it. This is a good distance, and we're still going. I can still hear it. It hasn't yet started breaking off, but I can still hear it clearly. I can still hear it clearly. Yep, I can still hear it clearly. And this is a considerable distance. Yep, I think it may start to fail a little bit. But I can still hear it. Even from this point, I can still hear it. From this point, I think I can still hear it. Yep, I can still hear it. I can still hear it from this point. Let me cross the street and go to the other side. Yep, I can still hear it. I can still hear it from here as well. I can still hear it. I can still hear it. Yep, and I'm quite far right now, and I can still hear it. X5, this stuff seems to work quite well because this is a good distance. This is easily over 100 feet, and I can still hear it. Yep, I can still hear it, and this is very well over 100 feet. But the thing about it is this. I am in direct line of sight with the receiver. Yep, it's breaking off a little. But I am still in direct sight of the receiver. I am still in direct sight of the receiver.
There's a bit of a delay because I'm far off. But I can still see it. Yep. I can still see it, and I can still hear it. The good thing is I'm in direct sight of the receiver. Yeah, I can hear it is breaking off a little. It's breaking off just a little. Yep. It's still breaking off a little. But overall, it's still really good. I can still hear it clearly. So this is rather impressive. This is rather impressive. This is very, very impressive. I'm quite impressed with what Xvive has done, because they claim 100 feet, and this is more than 100 feet. And I can still hear it from here. So let's start walking back and let's see. But I mean, if I could go this far and I could still get signal, then this is good, because Xvive says 100 feet. And this is way more than 100 feet. This is way more than 100 feet. This is a very impressive stuff, because I went more than 100 feet. Although it was in line of sight, remember, there shouldn't be any interference. So if you're within line of sight of the receiver, then you should be able to do 100 feet. I may even say slightly more than 100 feet. But at least I know comfortably you would be able to do 100 feet if you are within line of sight and there is no interference between the transmitter and the receiver. So that will make a whole lot of sense. I'm walking back towards where the receiver is, and I can gladly say this is a very impressive stuff. I'm quite impressed, because I went that far and I was able to hear it. Although it started to break off a little, but that was significantly over 100 feet. So I think Xvive, they're true to their claim that you can do 100 feet within line of sight and without any interference. So that is a good claim to be able to make, and I've been able to test that right now. If you're within line of sight, you would be able to get that 100 feet easily, and it works quite well.
We're back indoors now after doing our outdoor test. So we've done the microphone test. We used my Shure microphone. We made it from a wired microphone into a wireless microphone, and we went over 100 feet, which is way more than what Xvive recommends in the manual. Now, the test went flawlessly. Although the signal did drop here and there, but remember, we went over 100 feet. So in that regard, I'm not even upset at all. I feel that the Xvive U35 did a very good job. It transmitted the audio really well over a very long distance. And for that, it gets a thumbs up in my book. We also did a test using my DJ controller and my speaker to transmit audio wirelessly. And when we did that, the song played flawlessly. I didn't notice any lag. There were no pops. There were no scratches, none of that kind of stuff. The song played really well. Everything went flawlessly. So what would be my verdict for the Xvive U35? In my opinion, this is a very beautiful device that a lot of people like DJs, live band, and other audio guys would be interested in getting and will be useful to you guys. So this is something that I will definitely incorporate into my arsenal and use on the field for my events and also for my clients. So it is a very, very beautiful device, and it's something I definitely recommend. If you're looking for that easy plug and play, no stress solution, I would definitely recommend the Xvive U35. Now, if you guys are interested in getting the Xvive U35 wireless microphone system, I have links in the description. It'll help the channel grow. It'll help the channel spread more. And of course, it definitely encouraged me to be able to bring out more videos like this for you guys. So if you guys like the video, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell button. And if you guys have any questions or if you guys want to leave any comments, you can do so. And I try to respond to all the comments that I am notified about. Thank you guys for watching. It's DJ Flowtunes bringing life to the party. Thanks a lot.